In an age before time was measured, before names were given to directions, the universe existed, but it was incomplete. Upon the silent, unmoving peak of Mount Kailash sat Lord Shiva, the great ascetic, clothed in ashes and adorned with serpents. His eyes were half closed in a meditation so deep it touched the very edge of existence. He was Mahadev, the great god, beyond form and desire, a being untouched by the flurry of creation. Yet the cosmos trembled. There was an imbalance. Creation had indeed begun, but it lacked rhythm. Energy moved, but without the grace of harmony. Life existed, but it was a life without fullness, without the vibrant pulse of completion. The universe itself yearned for something more. And from this cosmic yearning, from the very womb of existence, arose Devi Parvati. She was the daughter of the Himalayas, the mountain king, but her true nature was far grander. She was Shakti, the primal animating energy that gives life to all that is. With eyes full of devotion, love, and profound purpose, she looked upon the meditating Shiva, and in that moment she chose him. This was not a choice of a maiden for a suitor. It was the choice of energy seeking its consciousness, of creation seeking its source. Parvati's path to Shiva was not one of simple courtship. She understood that she wasn't just seeking a companion. She was seeking the ultimate truth of existence, a truth she knew resided with him. So she left behind her royal comforts, the silks and the palaces, and began her tapasya, a period of severe, focused penance. For years, she stood unmoving, a statue of devotion carved from flesh and bone. She fasted, letting go of all physical needs. She endured the biting cold of winter storms, the scorching heat of summer, and the deafening silence of the lonely mountains. Her devotion was not born of desire in the worldly sense. It was a powerful act of realization. She was proving that energy, even in its most intense form, could achieve perfect stillness. The sages watched in awe, and even the gods in their celestial realms whispered of her incredible resolve. Finally, after eons of this unshakable penance, the stillness of the cosmos was stirred. Shiva opened his eyes. His voice, calm and deep, echoed through the mountains. "Why do you disturb the stillness of eternity?" Parvati, her form radiant with the power of her tapasya, bowed low. "Because, Mahadev," she replied, her voice gentle yet firm. "Stillness without energy is emptiness. And energy without stillness is chaos." Shiva was silent. In her simple words, he heard a truth that resonated deeper than even his own profound renunciation. He saw the cosmic dance in its entirety. And so, he accepted Parvati as his consort. The universe rejoiced. The marriage of Shiva and Shakti sent waves of celebration through every corner of creation. Balance was restored. The rivers of creation flowed more smoothly, and life blossomed with a newfound vibrancy. Yet, even after their divine union, Parvati noticed something. Shiva often remained distant, lost in the depths of his meditation, seemingly detached from the world he had just helped to balance. One day, she approached him gently. "Swami," she began, "you yourself say that all of creation arises from me, from Shakti, yet you remain apart. Am I then separate from you?" Shiva answered with the calm of a boundless ocean. "You are Prakriti, the manifested energy that we see and feel. I am Purusha, the unmanifest consciousness that observes." Parvati listened, her heart absorbing his words. But she was not fully satisfied. A deeper question arose within her. If consciousness and energy are truly separate, she asked, then how does creation truly occur? How can the observer and the observed truly dance if they are not one? Shiva offered no words in reply. Instead, he simply closed his eyes and returned to his meditation. Parvati did not see this as a rejection. She withdrew into a silence of her own, a deep, inner contemplation. And in that silence she understood, Shiva was not denying her. He was challenging her to transcend the very idea of duality. To reach him fully, to merge with him completely, she would have to go beyond her own identity, beyond form, and even beyond the feeling of being separate. She began a new kind of tapasya, an inner journey to dissolve her ego, her form, and the illusion of separation itself. Her devotion transformed into pure cosmic knowledge. The entire universe held its breath, sensing a profound change was about to occur. At last, Shiva opened his eyes again. But this time he did not speak. He rose. And as he stood, something unprecedented, something utterly miraculous happened. From the left side of Shiva's very body, Parvati emerged. She did not appear as a separate being standing next to him, but as an inseparable part of him. Shiva became Ardhanarishwara, the Lord who is half woman. The right side of this new form was Shiva, covered in sacred ash, with matted locks, holding his trident, clad in tiger skin. The left side was Parvati, adorned with brilliant jewels, her form graceful and radiant, her skin glowing. It was one body, one single consciousness, expressing itself in two distinct but united forms. The cosmos, which had held its breath, erupted in a profound, reverent silence. The gods bowed. The sages wept with tears of understanding. Creation, at last, finally understood itself. Then, the form of Ardhanarishwara spoke, its voice a perfect harmony of masculine and feminine. I am not complete without Shakti, she is not manifest without me, I am consciousness. She is energy, I am stillness, she is movement. Separation is an illusion. Unity is the only truth. This was not just a divine spectacle. Shiva did not become Ardhanarishwara simply to please Parvati. He became this form to teach the universe its most fundamental law, that creation does not arise from dominance, but from perfect balance. He showed that the masculine without the feminine is incomplete and barren. The feminine without the masculine is unexpressed and potential without form. He taught that asceticism without compassion is a dry wasteland, and raw power without awareness leads only to destruction. And most importantly, he revealed that every single being, every one of us, carries both of these divine principles within. Ardhanarishwara then looked upon humanity, and the voice continued, a message for all time. You suffer because you divide what is one, you seek control instead of harmony. You fear softness and you misuse strength. The message was clear. Until we learn to balance our own inner masculine and feminine, our logic with our empathy, our action with our reflection, our power with our surrender, we too will remain incomplete, forever chasing a wholeness that is already within us. Having revealed this ultimate truth, the divine form of Ardhanarishwara dissolved. Shiva and Parvati returned to their separate appearances, but the universe was forever changed. The law of unity was now written into the very fabric of existence. Duality is appearance. Unity is reality. Even today, Shiva meditates on the peak of Mount Kailash, and Parvati is by his side. But for those who truly see, who look with the eyes of wisdom, they see Ardhanarishwara, the eternal, beautiful reminder that wholeness is not found by conquering, but by balancing. It is the ultimate symbol that true power is found in union. Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more wisdom from the ages.